Aryan was a bright but careless college student who always believed he had plenty of time. He dreamed of becoming an entrepreneur, but he often wasted his days watching videos, scrolling through social media, and procrastinating on assignments. One evening, while walking home from college, he met an old man sitting on a bench. The man had piercing eyes and a wise aura. He smiled and said, "Son, would you like a gift that can change your life?" Curious, Aryan nodded. The old man pulled out a small golden hourglass from his bag and handed it to Aryan. "This is a special hourglass," he said. "The sand inside represents the time you have left. But here's the twist. You can't turn it over once it runs out. It only flows one way. Use it wisely." Aryan laughed. "That's just an hourglass. How could it change my life?" The old man smiled. "You'll see." That night, Aryan placed the hourglass on his desk. As he scrolled through his phone, he noticed the sand was slipping down. He thought about how much time he had wasted that day and felt an unusual sense of unease. Days passed. Aryan found himself glancing at the hourglass often. He noticed that whenever he wasted time, the sand kept slipping away, never stopping, never slowing down. One morning, he woke up late for an important test. As he rushed to college, he saw the hourglass on his table. Half of the sand was already gone. Panic gripped him. Had he really wasted so much time already? After barely passing the test, Aryan realized something. Time doesn't care about excuses. It won't pause for distractions, laziness, or regrets. Determined, he decided to make a change. Aryan started waking up early. Instead of mindlessly scrolling on his phone, he began reading books on business and success. Instead of spending hours on video games, he worked on his startup ideas. One evening, as he studied, his roommate laughed. "Why are you working so hard? We have plenty of time." Aryan simply turned the hourglass toward him and said, "Do we?" His roommate shrugged and went back to watching movies. Aryan, however, continued his path of self-improvement. Months passed, and Aryan's life began to change. His grades improved, he launched a small online business, and he felt a sense of purpose. One day, he looked at the hourglass and saw that only a few grains of sand remained at the top. His heart pounded. Had he used his time wisely? Just then, his phone buzzed. It was a job offer from a prestigious company, one that had seen his work and wanted him on board. Tears filled Aryan's eyes. For the first time in his life, he truly understood the value of time. That evening, he rushed back to the park to find the old man, but the bench was empty. The only thing left behind was a small note. "You finally understand. Time is the real currency of life. Those who waste it lose everything. Those who use it wisely achieve greatness." Aryan smiled, held the hourglass close to his heart and whispered. From that day on, he made sure that every second counted because he knew his time was limited. This story delivers a deep message about the value of time, discipline, and the importance of taking action.